I think everybody understands the concept of self as being our biggest enemy, right? And the only thing we can do is to change ourselves. We can't avoid the enemy or get rid of it. But there is a second most dangerous enemy, I think, and that's the average people we surround ourselves with. I'm not saying the average people are wrong. There's nothing wrong about being average. It's just that if you have, if you aspire to be more, better, bigger, faster, more successful, anything more than the average, surrounding yourself and staying surrounded by the average people will work like a handbrake in your car. You can imagine, especially in the older cars, now handbrakes are a button. But if you put a handbrake and you try to drive, it can be, it is possible, but you're basically gonna struggle a lot. You're gonna be very slow. You're gonna burn a brake. It's just not. It's not what the car was made for. And this is an exactly similar concept when it comes to achieving more, being a bit more than what we want, who we are. And the average people are the handbrake in our lives. There's nothing wrong with being average. These are lovely people, but unconsciously and unfortunately, they're keeping you stuck and they're slowing you down at the very least. You know, when you are in your corporate environment, in your office, and you surround yourself with your colleagues there, I think one of the worst things I've seen, and I've seen many, many, I don't want to say lives, but many people with potential being stuck for years. I was there myself for a few years, where they they misunderstood working environment or for friendship or for your daily everyday environment. If you are working in 9 to 5 and let's say you're trying to build a business or you're trying to quit that job to do something better, one of the worst things you can do is to have your friends or work colleagues who you think they are for your friends. If you're stuck with them in the office, that's fine because you're there to do your jobs, but you shouldn't be friends after work, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but there's a reason all of you are in that environment, 9 to 5 office. There's a reason you have bosses. And those bosses are often not nowhere around you guys. And it's nothing to do about personal, what we think about people and calling some, people working 9 to 5 being average something less. It's about being more. If you want to be more, you're going to have to, unfortunately, put yourself in the situations which are not super comfortable and they will require some sacrifice. And staying around average people is just comfortable because you are similar and you do similar jobs and you have similar problems and you have similar answers to your problems and you watch similar movies. It's all comfortable, but it will get you stuck. There's a reason why successful people manage to break out of it, and it's just because they do things differently, they think differently, they have different characters. And this is what you should be looking for in your surrounding, in your circle of friends, peers, the groups you hang around with. At the very least, like I said, if you are really stuck in your 9 to 5, you should be looking for some friends or colleagues after work in places which would more likely fit within your future goals. If you want to be professional footballer, then you wouldn't be sitting in the office, right? You would have to you would go to places where people play football, especially the good people. You would try maybe, train with them. Oh, by the way, how do you like this? Very nice here. And the same goes to anything else which is above average. If you want to be a above average driver, you would have to go to a driving academy. If you want to have the average success, you need to go and spend time with the successful people. And if you want to be an above average singer, you have to learn singing and then you have to mentoring someone, mentoring you, etc. You understand the concept. So I want to show you something. Look at this. Hang on. Look at these beautiful animals here. They are having the best lives ever, right? Look at where they live. Look at the environment they have around. They have great place to live. They have all the food they can eat. They have each other, but they are average. There's nothing different about all of them, and they're happy. Lots of people confuse success with happiness. So let me finish this video with this. The point for this video is to actually make you understand that your second biggest enemy are the people you surround yourselves with. It's your job to get yourself out of it and find a group of people who will actually inspire you to be more and to help you achieve whatever goal you want to achieve. But do not confuse success for happiness, because you see, these animals behind me, they're blissfully happy. And if you stay average with average people, you will have average problems and everything will be manageable. Once you start reaching up for higher, for something more, then you will have to be prepared to face bigger problems, bigger challenges. You'll need bigger answers. It's not only success. You can't get more money and then average problems. So if you want to have peaceful life, not many problems, don't worry much, I would encourage you maybe to reconsider trying to be successful. Maybe just being average is fine. You just have to accept it and just build your amazing life around it. If, on the other hand, you have a burning desire for something more, then you're going to have to change your environment. And it's going to be uncomfortable. It might be painful. And you have to do it. There's no other way around it, unfortunately. It's almost impossible to succeed or to become more if you surround yourself with people who are handbrake in your life. That's it. I'm just going to show you one more time place around because it's very beautiful. Again, I encourage you guys to go out as much as you can to nature. It's good for your soul and your brain. Have a lovely day yourself. Give me a like if you like that video. Consider subscribing to my channel. And I'll see you soon. Cheers.